Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get to this podcast off the ground, I had so many questions. How do I record an episode? Where do I find my background music? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Where do I find the advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. So, if you want to start a podcast, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Hey guys, welcome to the episode of Marvel Tuesday. I got the topics to be talking about. Of course, hold on, let me turn on the light. Okay, yeah, I got the light on. So, we're going to be talking about, of course, it's one of the casting news. And yes, we also got the Teen Choice Awards. And Marvel's been dominating the TCAs. You know, it's like the Kids' Choice Awards, but it's on Fox. If it's for teenagers only. Like the KCAs, it's for kids, you know? But, you know, we're just going to get first things out of the way before we're going to get to the main topic, the main event, which is, of course, the Teen Choice Awards that was aired on Fox. Well, of course, I had to skip out on that one because of SummerSlam. But, let's get the episodes right now. Well, we'll start off with the episode before we get to the main topic with breaking news right now. That we have, of course, that Yondu, who is famous for Guardians of the Galaxy, will have his own series. And I got this source for comicbook.com. That Yondu, who had raised Peter Quill, who later became Star-Lord, the leader of the Ravagers, is getting his own series. And we're giving the space books. But although I do have the release date. We're going to have a Yondu series. Which will show his origin. Which of course show his own origin. Of how he became the leader of Ravagers. Alright, that's it for the breaking news. Now let's get to the main topics. Now let's go to the topics now. Now we are at first. I do want to talk about, of course, is Taiki Waititi. Yeah. director of the upcoming Thor: Love and Thunder. And there are reports that in that movie, his character Korg is getting a bigger role. Possibly. Possibly not. Maybe. No. Maybe not. Although, yes, we are on Phase 4. Although I'd already covered that Phase 4 will be getting, we are getting some Phase 4. However, that we already had. That we already have, of course, is Korg. And yes, he's the one who played Fortnite. And yes, you already know that my clone is not a big fan of Battle Royale games. He is not a big fan of those. But however, we are getting reports for that. But just like that, however, it's just we have a situation regarding to those. But now we are going to move on to some casting news. And this is everything MCU. Well, there is a rumor that one of the stars of the romantic comedy Crazy Rich Asian, which is of course, gonna have a star, is rumored for Black Panther 2, which is Henry Golding. And and that's one of the movies that also has the sequel, the Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker star Kelly Marie Tran. But other than that, I just want to say, of course, that we are having a cast, and there is another cast, but the Mandarin will be Tony Leung. Tony Leung to play the real Mandarin for Si Chang, and of course for Shi Shang and the 10 Lords of Rings. Not Lord of the Rings. Lord of 10 Rings. Not Lord of the Rings, because that would be a confusing, and also MCU would get a lawsuit for that name. Would get a lawsuit for that name, Lord of the Rings, by Warner Brothers, to the rights of that, but it would be Lord of 10 Rings, to make it less confusing and not to cause a lawsuit or anything. Okay, guys, that's going to do about it for Everyday MCU. Now we are in the main topics, the main event, and of course we are going to talk about the Teen Choice Awards. Okay, and yes, I did get the news regarding to me missing out on it because of my time at watching SummerSlam, watching how all of it unfolds. But just like that, like I say, we're going to start off with the Teen Choice Awards for Teen Choice Actress, for Choice Action Actress. And yes, you all remember the show Casey Undercover? Or have you ever get a chance to see Spider-Man Homecoming? Well, Spider-Man Far From Home have won for the first one for Zendaya. I got the name right. Yes, I have the name right. Zendaya won the Teen Choice Awards for the action and for Far From Home. And next is the actor for Choice Action Actor. Well, those are all pretty good nominations. And the winner is, of course, for Avengers Endgame, Robert Downey Jr., who was Iron Man. But now, after what happened with him at Endgame, now he could be Sherlock Holmes again. Whoever you are, whoever is, of course. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Now we are gonna get, of course, the TCAs. But before I finish this out, there is one thing I do want to mention. Ever watch NXT TakeOver for WWE Network? Johnny Gargano has an Iron Man attire for NXT TakeOver with a 2 out of 3 falls against Adam Cole, baby. But other than that, it's just, now he's going to be called up to the main roster after his loss against Adam Cole. And yes, it's at Toronto, the same city that both Raw had aired last night, SummerSlam aired 2 nights before, and tonight with SmackDown Live. And maybe Wednesday on NXT. For WWE Network before going to rumored be FS1. But now feel free to skip to this. But skip the time, which is going to be starting right now. Alright, you skipped the part about WWE. I mean, that's okay if you want to skip the part for NXT. Now, I'm going to get back on topic, everyone. But just like that, now we are back. For Choice Action Movie, the Avengers Endgame has won the TCA for Choice Action Movie. And that is the best part. Okay, we already know that Iron Man 2 rider will be in, of course, Lady and the Tramp remake, which is also going to, of course, going to be on the Disney Plus streaming service next year. But, of course, we're going to have we are going to have Falcon and Winter Soldier. But just like that, we're going to go to the summer choice summer movie for that. And the winner for that is, of course, Far From Home. Far From Home. Wait. Oh yeah, now I remember. Endgame was around the spring. And summer blockbuster always starts in May. Oh yeah, and summer blockbuster does start around May. And of course, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna wait for it to come on Blu-ray, or of course, if it's on Disney Plus, I'll watch it. And yes, it's long overdue since I did a review, and it's gonna be long overdue if I do a review on it. But I really need to do a review on this, even if I did it on Blu-ray form, or if I did it on, of course, in the Disney Plus platform. It's been long overdue. But I also got the journal ready for, of course, for the Mandalorian. To do the Mandalorian review. That one is that one, and I can't wait for it to come in next 3 months. In the next 3 months. Or make it 2 months and days later. Make it 2 months or days later, because I can't wait for it. I can't wait to do this. And yes, I do wanted to add that the recent casting, of course, was of course Benedict Wong, who played Wong in Doctor Strange, will be joining Lady and the Tramp remake. And yes, he's the dog. Yes, he's the voice of the dog, just like the writer of Iron Man 2. The one where Jon Favreau directs. But although I can't wait for Disney Plus to come for the show, so I want to do I just want to do the episodes, you know? I want to do Winter Soldier and Falcon next year. But just like that. But with that being said, it's time to end the episode.